The journalist Jade Sanderlyn of Vox Galactica was recently invited to conduct rare public interviews with the 3 admirals in charge of the Imperial, Federal and Alliance task forces that are fighting back against the Thargoid incursions in Novas, Sosong and Didio respectively. This second excerpt is from a conversation with Admiral Maxton Price of the Federation.
My name is Jade Sanderlyn, reporting for Vox Galactica. I'm here with Admiral Maxton Price on board the FNS Amphion in the Sosong system. I was very impressed with the tour of the ship prior to our interview, Admiral.
Can't say I'm surprised, Miss Sanderlyn. Is this your first time on a Farragut-class battlecruiser?
Yes, it's one of the reasons I was so excited that my interview request had been granted. The Amphion just as impressive as I'd hoped.
That's gracious of you to say. Of course, the Farragut-class vessels value performance over aesthetics. It's a lesson our Imperial friends would do well to learn one day.
I take it then that you consider yourself utilitarian.
In military matters, what other philosophy is there? A sleek ship will turn heads and attract investors, but when something dangerous enters your space, most soldiers would choose a powerful response over a pretty one.
Which brings us to the current conflict in this system. The Federal Fleet has been asked to contain the Thargoid threat while Salvation prepares his anti-zeno superweapon.
And I have no doubt that we will succeed. Federal military power is as strong as it's ever been. Funding provided by the Hudson administration over the past 7 years has allowed us to expand and modernize our fleet. It's a pleasant time to be an admiral.
I presume that you are in favor of Salvation's work.
Wholeheartedly. His results speak volumes to a man like me. The anti-zeno superweapon has incredible range, a devastating impact on Thargoid craft, and is harmless to our own ships. What's not to like?
Aside from independent studies by the engineer Ramta, we have very limited information about the weapon. We also know nothing about its long-term effects on human physiology. Do you think there's any risk to the public?
Let me ask you a question, Miss Sanderlyn. Do you think this hypothetical health risk poses a greater danger to the general public than a Thargoid fleet crawling through a populated system?
No, but...
No, it does not. I've seen what the Thargoids are capable of. It's impressive, it's scary, and it results in considerable loss of life, if not dealt with quickly. Salvation has proven he can achieve significant victories for an entire system. Timid hand-wringing over the future is fine with me once we've secured a future in which to do so.
Let's take a break for a word from our sponsors. We'll be right back.
Vox Galactica.
Thanks for staying with us. I'm here with Admiral Price of the Federal Navy. We were just talking about Salvation's contributions to the Thargoid War. Do you believe he is a true replacement for Aegis?
Absolutely. Aegis hasn't been a factor in this conflict for some time. I've viewed them as an auxiliary force at best, a hindrance at worst.
Could you elaborate on that?
Where would you like to begin? Perhaps with the lack of concrete results for several years, or the over-reliance on independent pilots to fight their battles for them. Maybe the loss of the Alexandria and the valuable Guardian artifacts it carried.
The Alexandria was sabotaged.
Whatever the method, the outcome was the same. Poor decisions and bad leadership led to the Alexandria's loss. Look at the chief military liaison for Aegis, Aiden Tanner. The man tried to forcibly invade Salvation's allies over some wild conspiracy theory about illegal research. That's the kind of leadership we're talking about.
Aiden Tanner was formerly an admiral of the Federal Navy.
Never liked the guy. Bought into his own hype a little too much. Now he's in custody while a judge decides how long he'll spend in jail. The Federal Navy is better for it.
Well, I appreciate your honesty, Admiral. Before we wrap up, I was wondering if you'd asked for command of the fleet here in Sosong.
I did, yes.
May I ask why?
I felt the defense of Sosong was a high priority task and wanted to oversee matters personally.
This isn't the first time you've taken part in a Thargoid-related operation.
No, it isn't. At this stage of the war, any officer who lacks experience with Thargoid vessels is doing a disservice to the people they lead.
In 3302, you ordered Farragut-class battle cruisers to the Merope system soon after the discovery of Thargoid barnacle sites. It was claimed that independent vessels exploring the area were fired upon.
Claimed incorrectly, but yes.
It was reported that the JAG would open an inquiry into those claims, but no further details were ever released. Can you share the outcome of that investigation?
If the findings were worth a damn, you'd have heard about it. And if a crime had been committed, maybe I'd be sitting alongside Aiden Tanner in a jail cell. But instead, here I am, doing what I do best, protecting us from the Thargoids. Does that answer your question?
It sure does. Thank you for your time, Admiral Price. This has been an enlightening conversation.
I'm sure it has, Miss Sanderlyn. I'll have someone escort you to your shuttle now.
That's kind of you. From the FNS Amphion in Sosong, this is Jade Sanderlyn for Vox Galactica. Stay safe out there.
Vox Galactica.